Hello, welcome to another edition of Congregation Agudas Shalom's This Week in Jewish History. Today I would like to discuss the Allahdad, a significant and very tragic event to strike Persian or Iranian Jewry this week in 1839. The event affected the Jews of Mashhad, the second largest city in Iran, located in the northeastern corner of the country. In the 1740s, a number of Jewish families were relocated to Mashhad. They were fiercely traditional Jews who at the same time were successful in their various ventures as merchants. However, tragedy struck in March 1839, when terrible rumors started spreading around Mashhad about the Jewish community, some even claiming that there was a blood libel. A riot broke out in the city, as a result of which 36 Jews were murdered. Synagogues, books, and property were also destroyed in the course of the riots. And the Muslim leaders of Mashhad gave the remaining Jews the choice of conversion to Islam or death. Some Jewish families were able to escape and ran away to neighboring Afghanistan. However, the majority of the Jewish community decided to outwardly convert to Islam while secretly maintaining their Jewish beliefs and practices. The Jewish community named the day of their tragic experiences as Allahdad, meaning God's justice. The Mashhadi Jews had to adapt many of their practices in order to maintain their outward appearance as Muslims as well as their secret lives as Jews. They changed their names to Islamic names, such as Muhammad and Hassan. They would buy meat from the local Muslim merchants and feed it to their dogs, while secretly practicing shechita, Jewish ritual slaughter, and only eating kosher meat at home. They would go to the local mosque to participate in Muslim prayer, but then go home and recite the Jewish prayers. They were secretly able to reproduce Torah scrolls and holy books that had been destroyed in the riots. Families would hire non-Jews to run their businesses on Shabbat, reportedly even encouraging them to turn away customers who came, so that they in no way would be engaged in business on Shabbat. And even when it came to death, the Jews would be forced to bury their dead in Muslim cemeteries, but would then go home and perform Jewish funeral rites in hiding. To avoid intermarriage, Mashhadi Jews would marry off their children amongst themselves at very young ages, sometimes even at the ages of 9 and 10, so that they would not have to marry into the local Muslim community. And they would write one Islamic marriage contract, an example of which you see on the left, as well as a Jewish marriage contract, or ketubah, which you see on your right. The Jews of Mashhad lived these secret lives for approximately 85 years, until the rise of Reza Pahlavi, Shah of Iran, who in 1925 allowed the free practice of religion in Iran, and the Jews of Mashhad were able to come out of hiding. Many of them moved to the capital city of Tehran, which in general had a more tolerant, open attitude towards minorities. Many Mashhadi Jews also went to Israel and established communities there. But then, with the Islamic Revolution in 1979, Mashhadi Jews, along with the majority of Iran's Jews, realized that the future of Judaism in Iran was not bright. They left for Israel, England, Italy, and the United States. While Iranian Jewish communities exist in many places around the world, Mashhadi Jews are today concentrated primarily in two places, in Israel, of course, as well as in Great Neck, Long Island, New York, carrying on their proud heritage of tradition and courage. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.